In this video we're going to talk about the weather over Europe for the next 7 to 8 days, and we're going to see what kind of major weather pattern shifts we can expect in the next days, in which areas we're going to have much cooler weather, where we're going to have much warmer weather, and which are the areas with the storm track where we're going to have higher chance of convection and thunderstorms. So let's start by looking at a map from AWACS charts. This map is going to show us the temperature at around 1.5 kilometers above the ground. Here we can see a map of whole Europe. I'm starting the animation, and the first thing that we notice is this wall here, this cyclone that is going to be situated over Spain and Portugal for the next days. Basically, we're going to have an upper level wall which is going to be almost stationary over Spain and Portugal, and it's going to bring a lot of precipitation in the next week, and we're going to see the accumulated precipitation amounts a little bit later, but it's going to be more than 50 to 100 millimeters of rain accumulated in the next 7 days. Now we're playing the animation, and by 13th of March you can see here how the colder air is going to be situated over northern part of Europe. So northern part of Europe can expect to have a cooler weather in the next days. So this colder air is going to invade northern Europe, but for southern Europe you can see the weather is going to be much warmer. And in the next days after the 13th of March, this temperature difference is going to get even much more pronounced. So let's see it. Here with this blue line I'm showing how the cold air is going to be moving to the south-southeast, and with the black arrow I'm showing how the hot air is going to be moving towards southern eastern Europe. And with this pink here I'm just circling the area where I expect the storm track to be situated. So the storm track can move a little bit, but this is the main idea where we can expect more rain and more chances for thunderstorms around the 13th of March and after the 13th of March, especially after the 13th of March, when the cold air and the hot air clash together and create some instability of the atmosphere. So this is the area with the biggest precipitation amounts that we can expect in the next around 10 days. And also over Norway we're going to have high precipitation amounts as well. Now we're seeing the map with the CAPE, the convective available potential energy, which is one of the parameters that are showing us the level of instability of the atmosphere and the potential for thunderstorms. And here you can see this upper level wall that is going to be near Spain and Portugal by the 10th of March. And the areas here you can see with gray and green color where we have some convective available potential energy. Is not going to be too high, from 100 joules up to 1000 joules per kilogram of convective available potential energy, which is not too much, but with a favorable wind shear, so change of the speed and direction of wind with height. In the areas when we have favorable wind shear, we can have some thunderstorms developing. In the next days, this instability of the atmosphere is going to be moving to the east over the Mediterranean and over the Balkans, and around the middle of March we expect this area that I'm currently circling here to be the place where we can expect the higher chance of thunderstorms. And in the southern parts of this area we're going to have also the jet stream moving, so the wind shear there is going to be stronger, and where the Cape overlaps with the high level of wind shear we can have even some more powerful, more strong storms capable of producing some hail and strong wind gusts. Now we're seeing a map that is showing us the winds at around 9 to 10 kilometers above the ground. This is the jet stream which separates the hot air from the cold air. In the middle between the hot and the cold air, there you can see the jet stream. And as you can see, the jet stream is in this area, and some of the area of the jet stream overlaps with the area of the convective available potential energy that I was showing you. This is going to be mainly southern part of Italy and also the Balkans that are going to have some thunderstorms around the middle of March. In the areas where we have the jet stream moving, usually those are the areas with the high level of wind shear. And now we're seeing another map that is showing us the storm relative helicity, and in the areas where we have high levels of storm relative helicity, this is helping the storm to have a rotating updraft as well, and can increase the chances of supercells in the areas where we have all the other ingredients that are necessary for thunderstorms, for example, higher levels of CAPE, available moisture, a lift like a cold front that is moving, and also, of course, the wind shear. And once again, this is the area where I expect the storm track to be. Of course, we can have some changes, and this storm track can be somehow moved to a different area, but this is the general idea of what we can expect in the next 10 days over Europe. So around the 30th of March, the colder air from northern parts of Europe is going to start to push southwards, and around 15th of March, the hot air and the cold air are going to start to quash together around the Mediterranean and the Balkans, creating conditions for cyclogenesis, for precipitation, and for local thunderstorms. And of course, locally those thunderstorms can produce hail and strong wind gusts as well. So this was like an overview for what you can expect in Europe for the next 7 to 10 days, and stay tuned for my next forecasts.